Okay, today I'd like to continue our series of Vulnhub. The box or virtual machine would be It's October 1. And I also put the link into the description section, and so you can download the image. So without further ado, let's get started. To save the time, I have already imported into the VirtualBox, and the IP address has been identified as 254. Also, I have done the map scanning, and I do the comprehensive scanning by specifying this option or command. And I also do the scene scan, the version scan, and the script scan. From the map scanning result, as you can see over here, there are 4 open ports. The first one is 22, and the version open SSH, and the version is 7.9, which is not vulnerable. And the next one is 80, which runs HTTP service. And next one is MyCircle. And the last one is 8080, which also runs HTTP service. So for me, of course, the port 22 is not vulnerable, just I mentioned. Now, for me, I always try this MyCircle service to see whether this MyCircle has weak credentials or weak password. So let's try it. MyCircle. And the password is root. But the error returned. The host is not allowed to connect to this MyCircle server. So it means that the MyCircle service cannot allow remote machine to connect to. Okay, it's fine. Now we need to move to next port, which is 80. Let's head over to the Firefox. Input the IP address. So wait for this to be loaded up. Yeah. Here. So nothing. Let's check. Let's scroll down a bit. I think from the page also we can check the source code. A lot of code like CSS code, the HTML code, but nothing, also the JavaScript code, but nothing useful for us at this point. So we also can check whether this target has robots file. No, page not found. So I think for this port or for this service, we can do the directory enumeration or directory scanning, and I've already done it. And just tap this command, and I think it's good. Go. Because the GoBuster will spend a bit more time. So I think while the GoBuster is scanning directory, we can have a look at another port, which is 8080. 8080. Yeah, my notes. This is image, and we can check the source code. Can you notice this comment? It says has another link, super link, or another file we can visit, maybe. So we can copy. And back here. Yeah, we got the username and the password. So, but we do not know which service uses these credentials. For example, maybe we can try, if this is for SSH, we can open up another new tab, go to our working directory, and we can SH admin. But it says permission denied. So maybe the target has configured the SSH collection, which doesn't allow the user use username and password to be authenticated. Use the private key and the public key instead. So we need to forget this method or this direction. And now we have already got the administrator's credentials. We need to find out the entry point for these credentials. We can head over. Yeah, the GoBuster has already got some different directory, but I think you immediately we need to make a notice of this directory. We can copy, and we can visit this. Oh, sorry about this one. Because of the cache, we can open up the private window and backend. And here, getting back to basics. So I think the password or username should be here, should be used in here, admin. And the password is admin2 login. So from the content of the page, we know this CMS is October CMS. And also, maybe we can cancel this process of scanning, and we can use such sprite October. And there's some different vulnerabilities, but I can tell you, I tried every vulnerability almost, but all failed. We can head over back to the CMS and to see how can we find, we can find the entry point to get a shell. We can go to the CMS and we can add the page. Yeah, can also like content, also media. But I tried here, for example, like I can upload the shell PHP code, but it doesn't work. And the only way it will work for the getting the reverse shell from target is by this adding page. We can add a page, and we can define the page title like a test, and the file name should be HTML. If we use the HTML or PHP, you can see if you save invalid file extension HTML, allowed extension is HTML. And here we can put some code, and by inputting some sort of code, and then we can get the reverse shell. To save the time, I have already copied. We have prepared this code, and this should be function. We cannot include any other type of code like a PHP. We cannot. If you put like PHP brackets, this will not work. Will give you some error message. And before we can save test. Yeah, template saved. And then we can set up the listener. And then we can access this URL, because this URL is test. And we can open up another tab test. And then we can go, yeah, now we have already got the collection from the target. And we can make this cell to be interactive. No Python 2, yeah, Python 3. Use the PTY module. Bin bash. Now we have already got the normal shell, and we can go to the home. Yeah, there is one user, cd armor. Yeah, because we do not need to get the user flag. The next thing we need to do is to elevate our privilege, and we can sudo to see whether we can run some command with sudo privilege. No. And we can also find, this is a very normal or standard procedure to escalate our privilege, right? And we can specify perm to see if we can find out the command with the SUID bit. And type is a file and redirect error to the black hole. As you can see, we can use this command Python to escalate our privilege. But how to do? We can reference to the GTFO-bins website. Because I cannot remember the domain name of this website, I always use the search engine and get the address of this website. But anyway, this website is a wonderful website which includes so many different resources for different commands in the context of escalating privilege. For example, here is Python, and we can select, we can go to the SUID section, and we can copy this part of the command, and then we can use bin. And then now we are root user. We can go to the root directory and cat the content of this file. Now you see we have already got the root flag, which is wonderful. So that's all I'd like to share in this video, and thank you again. And I really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question, just leave in the comment section, and then we can discuss. Maybe I cannot reply to you with the correct answer, but I will try my best. Please understand this. Okay, so I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.